Guys, welcome back to my channel. And now we will answer some activities in chapter 5. And chapter 5 titled Ethernet. Let's go to the chapter 5. Ethernet protocol. Let's go to the first activity in this chapter. Oh, I can see the first activity. This is the first activity in this chapter. This is why we call MAC and LLC sublayers, and this is the instruction for this activity. Descriptions of the MAC and LLC sublayers are provided in the table. Click in the MAC or LLC fields to match the descriptions to the correct sublayer. This is the hacker characteristic. Controls the network interface card through software drivers. LLC works with the upper layers to add application information to delivery of data to higher level protocols. LLC work with hardware to support bandwidth requirements and checks errors in the bits and receive. MAC controls access to the media through signaling and physical media standards requirements. This MAC supports Ethernet technology by using CD or CA. This MAC remains relatively independent of physical equipment. LLC. So let's check if it is correct. Oh, I get the correct answer. And now let's evaluate and read what we done to do. Excuse me. Controls the LLC works with the upper layers to add application information for delivery of data to higher level protocols. LLC work with hardware to support bandwidth requirements and checks errors in the bits sent and received. This is MAC. Controls access to the media through signaling and physical media standards requirements. That is MAC. It supports Ethernet technology by using CD or CA. That is MAC again. And remains relatively independent of physical equipment. That is LLC. So that's the first activity, and let's go to the second activity. So this is the second activity. The second activity names identify Ethernet frame field names. So this is the instruction. Drag the 802.3 Ethernet frame field name to its description. So let's go back again to the video. This is the field 802.2 header and data. Frame check sequence. Type start of frame delimiter, destination address, preamble, source address. And this is the description. Uses pad to increase this frame field to at least 64 bytes. Describe which higher layer protocol has been used. The frame's originating NIC or interface MAC address. Assist a host determining if the frame received is addressed to it. Notifies destinations to get ready for a new frame. Synchronizes sending and receiving devices for any delivery. Detects errors in the Ethernet frame. So let's put some answer in this activity. Type. Oh, let's go to the next. This is a host. Frame. Synchronizes sending to this start. Notifies variable source. Yeah. So let's check if it is my answer is correct. So let's check it. Yes, I get the answer, and now let's evaluate or read completely and go. This is the field 802.2 header and data. This is the description. Use pad to increase this frame field to at least 64 bytes. Type describes which higher layer protocol has been used. Source address, the frame's originating NIC or interface MAC address. Destination address, assist a host in determining if the frame received is addressed to it. Preamble notifies destinations to get ready for a new frame. Start of frame delimiter synchronizes sending and receiving devices for frame delivery. And the last one is frame check sequence detects errors in the Ethernet frame. Let's go to the part 2 of this activity or figure 2. This is the figure 2 of this activity. Identify Ethernet frame field name. So this is the instruction. Drag the Ethernet frame field name to its correct location on the diagram. So see the IE8 frame field. So let's answer this activity. This preamble. Let's go to the 6 bytes. Destination address. Okay, it's 2 bytes. Oh, 1 byte because start of the and that's you must see this the answer for this figure 2. So let's check if it is correct. Yes, I get the correct answer. 7 bytes is preamble, 1 byte is start of frame delimiter, 6 bytes destination address, 6 bytes source address, 2 bytes length, 46 to 1500 bytes is 802.2 header and data, 4 bytes is frame check sequence. And that's the second activity, and we will done the part 2 and activity number 2. So let's go to the next activity. First, second activity. This is the, I think it is the last activity for this chapter. So the title of this activity is frame forwarding methods. Instructions rather. Descriptions of switch frame forwarding methods are provided in the table. Click in the store and forward or cut through fields to match the methods to the description. This is the description for this activity. Buffers frame until the full frame has been received by the switch. Check the frame for errors before releasing it out of its switch faults. If the full frame was not received, the switch discard it. No error checking on frames is performed by the switch before releasing the frame out of its faults rather. So a great method to use to conserve bandwidth on your network. The Destination Network Interface card, or NIC, discards any incomplete frames using this frame forward method. Excuse me. I'm so sleepy, but we must do the activity. The faster switching method, but may produce more. So let's check. Let's answer this activity. I think the first one is store and forward. Cut through. This and this. So let's check if my answer is correct. Oh, I get the correct answer. Sorry if nagdilim because my flashlight will low bat. And so that's the answer. So buffers frames until the full frame has been received by the switch. Store and forward. Checks the frame for errors before releasing it. Store and forward. No error checking and frames performed. Cut through. A great method to use conserve bandwidth on your network, that is store and forward. The destination, this is cut through, and the fastest switching method by that is cut through. So let's go to the part 2 and the last activity in this chapter. This chapter is named Frame Forwarding Methods. This is the instruction. Read the scenario based on the topology shown. Identify how the frames will be processed by dragging your answer to the appropriate fields provided into the table. All answers will not be used. Cabling, this the description. Cabling used this for you will be blank. This to find PC2 is located. PC2 will respond back to PC1 by sending back a message. If PC2 receives only half, it will with PC2. So let's answer this activity. Straight through. This is the choices: straight through, cut through, unicast, store forward, broadcast, discard it, and reply back to PC1. Sorry, dumilim. Broadcast, unicast, discard it, and the last one is store and forward. So let's check if my answer is correct. Yes, I get the correct answer. So let's read the description with full correct answer. Cabling used in this topology will be straight through. To find where PC2 is located, PC1 will send out a broadcast data frame. PC2 will respond back to PC1 by sending back a unicast message. If PC2 receives only half of the data in the frame, it will be discard it. If PC2 receives many damaged frames on port 3, S1 likely will change back to store and forward switching. So this is the port 1, port 2, and port 3. S1 is brand new switch. PC1 is sending data to PC2. S1 is using full duplex MDIX and fast forward as frame method. So that's the activity in this chapter 5. So Thank you for watching and sorry for some darkness in my video because my flashlight is low bat, and pagpatawad nyo po. And thank you for watching my video and subscribe my channel, and thank you.